Okay. What up, Craze? How you doing, big guy? Let's see here.
Wow.
Wow. D-Texas, welcome back. Can't stay long, but welcome back and hope you had a great time. Hey, thank you, D-Texas. I appreciate that, brother. That's a milestone 96. Thank you very much. Hope to see you back here soon. But it was a wonderful trip.
Wow.
It was a wonderful trip. Beth! 117 months. Welcome back. Thank you, Beth. Okay, so the good news is that the game loaded. We're gonna run the, this just updated this morning. What up, Box? This just updated this morning, and then the Clair Obscure Fix patch or mod also updated like 2 hours ago. So I'm gonna give it a shot here and see if we can clean the game up a bit more. Where's the tan? We were there. We were only there for 11 days, and it's May. April and May. It wasn't that that hot. It was sunny for a lot of it. It was also overcast for a fair amount of it. But more than that, if you've ever spent or seen Portugal and Spain, unless you're going to a beach, the way that they build the city. No, it wasn't around 30 degrees. It was around 30 degrees for like 2 days. It was like between 18 degrees and 25 degrees on average. But the buildings are very tall. And they're built that way specifically to shade streets and keep the ground temperature low, because it does in the summer, it's insanely hot. But at this time of year, it's just in Spain, it was between 18 and 25, 27, I think, or 28, it reached one day. Portugal was 18 to 25, but closer to averaging around 20. July is a different animal entirely. I mean, it was already, it's 18 to upwards of 27, 28 in April, May. Right, wildly different timing. And again, the buildings really shade you a lot. And that's where we were spending a lot of time too, right? We weren't on a beach or anything like that. We were going to, churches and monasteries and whatnot, museums and stuff a lot of the time. So we were outside and we walked everywhere. Like we were doing like 20 to 30,000 steps a day. Which in Portugal specifically was a lot because everything is on a hill like this. Yeah. And then I'm also like, I'm sunscreened out of my mind, right? I wasn't wearing a hat or anything, so I was like SPF 50'd out of my mind. So no, wouldn't get much of a tan during that time. If we were there, you know, a little later in the year and we were spending more time outside than inside with, you know, with respect to where we were visiting, then, you know, maybe a little bit, but, I do tan, but I don't, but if I'm wearing decent sunscreen, I don't tan that much that fast. It takes a while for me to tan up. Once I do tan, I'm like my dad. If I'm outside enough, I do tan, I do get quite dark, but I'm not outside that much. And M is, you know, M is your typical Asian woman, which means that if you have a single ounce of skin exposed to the sun, even indirectly, you are bathing in SPF 50 or higher. She's like, we can't be looking like we're 50 years old until we're 80. Like, okay, all right, well, I don't know if I'm getting away with that, but you can try. You can give it a shot. I don't know if I'm surviving. But yeah, it was great. The, you know, the hills and stuff. I mean, Halifax, if you're walking around downtown Halifax, depending on the directions you're walking, you are also going up and down hills that are very similar to Portugal in terms of their incline, except for Lisbon. Lisbon had a couple of streets that were really steep. Porto was like Portuguese Halifax, but Lisbon was had a lot of steep areas, steep hills. There were some, if I had to like try to like, you know, if the bottom of the camera was level, you know, there were hills that were like that, almost 45 degrees. There was, you know, you were, you know, I was watching cars. I was, you know, watching cars go up and down these hills, and I was like, how are they not going to bottom out on this shit when they transition down off that hill? One of the things I found the funniest though is in Portugal especially, but even Spain, you know, most of these old European cities, they have a lot of cobblestone or what would be close to a cobblestone. Portugal used smaller stones. Spain had larger stones, but you know, Spain cobblestone is like almost like bigger than a brick size on average in Sevilla, where we were anyway. And then in Porto and Lisbon, the cobblestone they were using was more like, let's say 2 inches by 2 inches ish. And so it's very bumpy. So the cars are just fucking getting rattled and the tires are screeching as they're turning across this smooth stone. But the funny thing was for me, what I laughed every time, was there were so many people that had been traveling with babies and they're in strollers. And they're going over these cobblestones, and the babies are being turned into fucking milkshakes. Like the old adage of "don't shake the baby" clearly does not apply in Portugal and Spain, because every time they're on the strollers, the baby was like, just getting fucking mangled in their stroller. They were all over the place. It was so funny to watch. But they look like, you know, Ace Ventura driving. He turns out he's driving on the highway, but he's like still throwing. They were looking like Ace Ventura out there. Shit was crazy. So, yeah, that was kind of funny. But yeah, there is no. I don't think there's a video of me eating pesto de nata, but I can promise you that I ate a lot of it. There is a picture of the place. When we went to Porto, we had an amazing tour guide. She was wonderful. It was just her, and Em and I, and that was it. And she took us all over Porto, and, she had extra time that day, and so she took even more time. Like, we had her booked for X amount of time, but she stuck around for like an extra hour and a half. And was like just allowing us to go around and showing us more stuff. She was amazing. And she, you know, she was born there, grew up there, historian, And so it gave us the rundown on pasta donatas and the where the origin of the recipe came from and whatnot. And then she was like, "There's one place here, one company here that is the closest to what we know to be the original recipe, and they basically only make the things and then coffee or whatever on the side, and or espresso, and so she said or cappuccinos, and she said, so let's go there. So we went there." And I have a picture of that somewhere in here. Let's see. Because I can never remember the name of like any of the places we went to. All I did was take pictures, and I was like just following Em around because she had the itinerary. Oh, there's some right there in a case. Delicious. Do we have the picture? I know I have it in here somewhere. Hiding, clearly. Although it should be in this neck of the woods of these pictures, as these are all Porto. Although maybe I accidentally the whole thing on the dates in the camera. The fuck? What the fuck? I'm gonna find it. It's a mission now. It's in here. Trust. Although it really should be like literally right next to this picture that I currently have up. It doesn't make any sense that it's not. I am so confused right now. That's the bookstore in Lisbon. What, bro? Right here. Gaslighting myself. Yeah. So, this place. There are a few of them in Porto. There's a few of them, or a couple of them in Lisbon. This is apparently the one that we went to here was like the original location. And you walk in, and it's literally all it is it's just like two people constantly turning these out. So when you're having them, they're piping hot all the time. They've like these things do not sit here for more than like 5 minutes. People are already buying it. There's a constant lineup out the door. They move quick. You go in, you got your pasta donata, and you're out the door. But yeah, we ate lots of these, and so it's a good thing that we were walking up so many hills. Because we were eating our body weight in these things while we were there. But yeah. No, it was awesome. It was very nice. Enjoyed much of it. I think the majority of these pictures are on. I just made the last post yesterday. The majority of these pictures made it to Instagram. There's only a couple that didn't, and they're just because they were too close to other pictures I was putting up to not bother putting them up. These are the ones I kept and edited. There's more than that. Raw pictures, there's how many files in here? 468. So I kept 468. I took thousands. And then of the 468, just shy of 300, I actually edited to keep in the short term. But yeah, it was good. It was an amazing trip. It was really it felt like in the moment towards the end we agreed it was like it was too long of a trip, like we were just getting tired at the end because we'd been just constantly nonstop for like 12, 13 days. But it was wonderful and ultimately felt like it went relatively quick because we were just so busy all the time. Yeah. Oh, I mentioned the church rave. so there was that light show or whatever in the church that we went to, and I did manage to salvage some video. It was shot vertically because I couldn't get the whole where we were sitting. I couldn't get even close to the whole wall if I held the camera landscape. But like no joke, this is the funny, like this is such a weird random thing to have in a church. And this is the calm part. There are parts where I felt like I was in a fucking Christopher Nolan movie. Like it was so over the top. So this is one area, but it's the entire church around you is all being lit up like this, and the ceiling as well with its own thing. It was so random. It was kind of cool. Like the thing about this is that in Porto and Lisbon and Sevilla, at least in general, the people just walking around smoking weed like all the time. And so my first guess was that there was at least a few people in here just completely fucked out of their tree seeing this shit, and probably didn't know where they were or where they were going. And then I got a little bit of the flamenco. I ended up not getting even the best parts of this performance, which was like probably 45 minutes to an hour long, because I just put the camera down and I wanted to watch it myself. So I did get a little bit of it here with this lady who was amazing. There was also a gentleman that was amazing. The audio is fucked though, because the default settings in the camera for audio, which is an onboard audio for a fucking DSLR or a mirrorless, is terrible anyway. But the settings have it where it doesn't take very much where it peaks the fucking audio. So if you hear the audio just like completely cutting out, that's why. And forgive me, because I was attempting to manually focus for all of this, which was a challenge. Also, I had the pleasure of this dude to my right who was sitting in front of me. I don't know if he was sitting on a fucking orange crate. He wasn't as tall as me by any stretch. He was like 5'9" when he stood up. But for whatever reason, like everyone in the audience, he was like 2 feet taller and just his whole ass head in my way the whole time. But yeah, that was a great show. That was very fun. Loved that. And then I just have this random, I don't even know why I took this video, but it's kind of neat, I guess. This was up, I have some pictures that I took of this bridge and then the sunset as well. There was a trillion people around me, so when I tried to turn the camera here, it was a juddery mess. But it was kind of cool, so I decided to keep it, just from the sense that having video sometimes is different than taking pictures. I was huddled by, like, man, I should have taken a picture, but, like, up on the hill where we were, it wasn't really, well, it was a hill, but it's like a monastery or something similar up on this hill that you're overlooking everything below, and there's a railing there, but a lot of people go up there to watch the sunset, and there was just fucking a bajillion people. And so I was like on the railing, and I had my hand on the railing to stabilize it, because at first I just wanted to take this shot, and then I decided to turn the camera, but I have like a bunch of people next to me, so the camera's going all over the place. But it is a good camera. It's a great camera. It's not even supposed to be for video. If you had stuff moving quick, or if you moved it quick, I don't know if the rolling shutter is a bit of a problem or not with it. But the lens that I used for this is incredibly sharp. It's a 35mm equivalent lens. This was manually focused. The autofocus in video mode is okay. But I had just had this in manual because I had just been taking pictures. Below. But yeah, this is Porto. We're on the other side of the bridge, so like our hotel was, let's see, up here, over in here-ish, somewhere. Yeah. Anywho, I definitely have been fighting some travel aids the last couple of days. Yesterday was pretty rough. My body has thus far been successful in fighting it off. I haven't, you know, it hasn't turned anything full blown, but it's the, you know, the feeling that your body gets when it's fighting something, but it hasn't actually turned into the full blown AIDS yet. So the fatigue, skin sensitivity, that kind of shit, eyes sunk into the back of your head. Like I was right there, riding the wave yesterday. I'm feeling a little bit better today. I had the energy. Jeff and I did StarCraft earlier in the day. That's about all I had the energy for. I took the rest of the day off. Went to bed at like 9:30. Despite, you know, despite having slept pretty well the night before. And so, went to bed 9:30. M took a shift today, so we were up bright and early, which is why the stream is happening early. And then I took what little energy I had, physical energy I had, because once I'm in the chair, it's not so, you know, so bad, but, and I pulled a quadrillion dandelions out of the front yard. Those little fuckers are already up. In fact, the grass is like a fucking, it's like 8 inches tall already. I don't know what kind of weather we had while we were gone, but clearly it was conducive to grass because holy shit. We haven't even just barely gotten into May and it already looks like it's mid-June in terms of grass height. But yeah, I got rid of a fair amount of it's not going to kill them. You can't fucking kill them. They're literally the most insidious assholes. But it will slow them down. And, you know, it doesn't help that several of my neighbors do not give a fuck and they just let their yards be completely taken over by them. There should be an I. Here we go. Alright, so. Cutscenes, no longer 30 FPS cap. We can get rid of this. Please and thank you. Don't need the developer console. That doesn't matter. Not worried about that. Not worried about this. We're not an ultra wide. Disabled subtitle blur. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Okay, now here's the thing. This game has really strong sharpening filters by default. So I wanted to see what it's like if we just reduce it heavily. Now, it's probably there by default because it's expecting you to use upscaling of some kind. And so I'm going to give it a quarter of what it normally does. Because I am using some upscaling. Am I doing a game review live? Well, in the sense that I'm playing the game that I will be reviewing. Which is how most of my reviews work these days. I stream whatever I'm reviewing, and then I go away and I write the review and record it and put it up later. Way faster to get into the game. Immediately see the difference of reducing that sharpening filter. We don't have a command for a Maillard counter yet, but we're definitely at like at least 4. We might be at like 5. Damn. Okay, 92. Where is that? I feel like the reflections, I'll keep an eye on it, but I feel like the reflections are not making, like, a particularly huge impact on the performance. And depending on what they're counting as reflections, it may or may not pretty dramatically impact, some stuff. I'm just debating if I want to go out and increase the sharpening just a bit. Because we're at 1440p being upscaled to 4K. And XeSS will have its own sharpening that would be getting layered on over top of this. I think I will. I think I'll treat the sharpening, the in-game sharpening, like I would the when you actually have control over the sharpening filters for like FSR. And so that's typically for me, you end up around 0.4, 0.35. You guys are going to have a hard time seeing the difference here. This is really for me more than you. The stream is going to destroy whatever major differences this is going to have. This is bordering on too much. Good thing it doesn't take very long to boot the game up after skipping all those intro scenes. That's more like it. Okay, so I should have pointed it out before, but where you would see it the most is you're going to get a little bit of it anyway, but in his... I don't have a mouse. I can... But on the leather portion-ish, what looks like some... It's not, even though it's not really leather, but the darker material on his shirt. Not at the shoulders, but the actual shirt itself, next to the buttons. You get that shimmer in the texture, which I can force a bit with the camera if I can hit the right fucking angles. But at 0.4, it was happening a lot. which means you were getting a lot of artifacts from the sharpening filter. And while you might think that you don't really notice that if it's in an area like that, it's on the whole screen. For me, even though I stare at fucking video all day, it will, if it's like that on the whole screen, my eyes will eventually start to strain. So, I think this is about right. Let's go have a chat with Lumine here.
The main continent.
Or Lumine.
Hard to believe we're finally here.
Lune.
Yeah.
Good night, Gustav.
Well, great conversation. We're writing in the journal.
For those who come after.
Oh, they have a little remember the current objective situation. Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do is full send it. Fox and I made a joke about this yesterday when we were watching the new American Pope come into power. But I almost full sent it in here for the meme yesterday or Wednesday. And we're going in. We're going in to immediately die. Oh, I mean, there's glowing sheep here. What could possibly go wrong? Which expedition was this? 59? What could possibly go wrong? A nice, tranquil place with a fluffy sheep monolith mini-boss that will almost assuredly kill me in one hit. Yep, that's good. That's fine. We would just have to literally parry absolutely everything.
Get ready.
Good start. No! I was kind of just hoping to get through it so I could see how little damage I do to it. That's kind of the goal here. No, we're so bad.
I'm ready.
Didn't even move the needle. All right, we tried. Didn't even move the needle. Yeah, just need to parry for about 3 straight hours. And, we're good. Alright, this one looks more up our alley. That's good news. Hold still, you son of a bitch.
A storm is coming.
Oh, that did no damage.
Feel the burn.
Omega Lol. I couldn't remember if that was an attack that sent a wave towards me or if it was just on the ground. Finish him! We do, Mark. At least her lightning will attack randomly, so we at least have something like that. Maybe some of the earth moves that she can get do area attack type shit. But I haven't looked that far down the skill tree yet.
Nice.
Yeah, like I know there's an earth move I think that I can unlock that I just haven't yet that probably does. $1 million question. Nope, can't swim. Is there just like an infinite number of birds coming out of this? Spectacular. This already looks significantly better with the sharpening filter backed way the fuck off. I get why it's there. It's more for consoles, for sure. And for people who are using probably higher levels of upscaling. Does this map give you Legend of Dragoon vibes? I mean, it's, other than the tilt-shifted look, this kind of thing for an overworld map doesn't remind me of anything in particular because it's relatively unique in its function. It's really similar. It's similar to world maps in that it's condensing areas that you're crossing into a visual and allowing you to run across them anyway. But you're also fighting as if you would in a normal area. And whatnot. It's definitely a very interesting concept. I think it's smart from a production perspective because it looks really cool and kind of unique, but also they're not technically designing a world map with world map mechanics in the traditional sense separate from everything else, because this is operating just the same as when you're in another area. So it looks cool, and it's functional too. Is this game as good as ever? What up, Sarcasm? Yes. The answer is yes. But, I mean, okay, the big question that's going to start happening, if it hasn't already, because I've been avoiding discourse around this game for the sake of avoiding spoilers. The big discourse is going to be, no matter how good this game is it likely going to be the game that makes you like turn-based RPGs or JRPGs if you didn't like them to begin with? Probably not. Does it have a better chance because the turn-based combat is more action-oriented in the sense that there are interactive parts to it with quick-time events similar to that of a Lost Odyssey or a Legend of Dragoon? Yes. But I don't think that this is going to magically be, you know... But if you're even remotely a fan of more old school RPGs that are, in this instance, most people would attribute to it a JRPG subgenre, and you like good story, great characters, amazing music, this game is gonna do it for you. This game is probably going to go on to sell 5, 6, 7 million copies, which is impressive because this was the first game the studio ever made. This is the first published writing of the lead writer. Ever. Oh, right, you can't fucking... which leaves us one shy, but that's okay, we will just... Ouch!
Brace yourselves.
Ouch!
A storm is coming.
Don't worry about it. Alright, worry about it. Ubisoft devs. So Gene Gene just did an interview with them. There's only like 3 of them. 2 or 3 of them or some shit from Ubisoft. Otherwise, this was like a bunch of people that just got together. Oh yeah, there's audio cues and shit. Yeah, I'm aware. I only played this for 3 hours the other day. And I was half asleep. I'm still half asleep. I'm still travel drunk. But I'm aware. Footage looks good. That's good to hear, Mark.
Let us stay there.
You just gotta get good? Well, yeah, I haven't played the game very long. And I've only been in a handful of battles. So, I haven't had a lot of practice to this point. I think ultimately we're going over this way. They say north, but it's kind of like northeast. Couldn't tell what the fuck that was. What are those? Oh. Thank you, Illuminati.
An advantage.
Huh. Oh, we're into the underwater world over here, eh? Mark. Well. Oh yeah, no longer 30 FPS cutscenes, which means the frame rate's still gonna be dog shit anyway because they're gonna put Loom into the max in these cutscenes.
68. Elodie's expedition.
You know the commanders of every expedition.
Expedition 68. Their boat was blown into the air by a storm. Lumiere lost sight of it, but assumed they crashed on the continent.
And they survived. The storm, at least.
All right, let's keep moving. We found the weird corals. Mael must be close by.
There was already a reference to Expedition 69, actually, Deborah, in the prologue. They already used it. They could have chosen anything, and they still went with Expedition 69. Well, you should know this. You've already played and presumably beat this game. Yeah, if you're playing this on PC, I would strongly suggest using that fix, unless it's discovered that it completely breaks your game. I can't imagine why it would, but this looks so much better. Yes, the Climber's Expedition. Yes, right.
An advantage.
Defense and speed, and apply shell below 50. Okay. That's very good. I don't have enough to apply the dad energy just yet. We're gonna swap that out for shell. We don't do a lot of dodging. Oh, hell yeah, this looks dope. It's not overly sharpened anymore. We gotta look around though. We can't be leaving shit behind. Even if we're going into the same spots multiple times, we gotta make sure we're not leaving anything. What are those? Find its 3 locks and shoot them? Okay. Presumably, they're gonna look like that. Now, are they all in the same kind of area, or are they all over the zone, is the question. The outfit? Oh, I think this is the outfit that might have come with the fancy edition of the game that I bought. I can't. I do know that it comes with some outfits, or at least one. I just don't remember which. I just went into my outfits and put this on. Yeah, pay to win. Okay, so it looks like they're just in and around.
An advantage.
Hell yeah. Looks like I'm hopefully today
Nice.
selling another one of those PSVR 2 headsets. That's a dub.
Wait. Evron. Looks like a different species.
Well,
Doesn't
no
matter.
shit.
They're between us and Mael.
This guy looks like a real fucking asshole. Huh.
A storm is coming.
I mean, I can't imagine. Yeah, maybe he's kidding. I wanted to see if maybe fire is a weakness, but we're underwater. That would not make a lot of sense, but at the same time, fuck you. Some fries! Just realized that we're like half health. Probably have paid attention to that.
I'm ready. Touch Kasap.
Fuck! I was not prepared. Ouch! 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 Hey, fuck! Hey, ho, hey, yo! I thought I at least had one of those. Alright, you sons of bitch. You sons of bitches! That parry window. Not big. But we gotta get it dialed in.
Wow.
That's the wrong button, Adam.
Let the ink flow.
That's the wrong button.
Eyes shut.
Fuck, that's a troll attack. The first somersault is a troll. Scuba, welcome back. 113 months, tier 2 out of his mind, as a certain Piccolo said to Gohan, dodge. No, never. Dodging. Dodging is for people who have shame. Parrying is for people who have less shame and self-loathing. Self-loathing. Can you tell that I'm still fucked up right now? Maybe?
Hurts. Feel the burn.
Oh, Adam. Oh, that was the one!
Let's push forward.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Oh, it's bad.
No margin for error.
Oh boy! The only HP that matters is the last one.
I'll do it.
This fucker lived. This fucker lived. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah. Fuck me. Alright, gents. I'm back. Did you miss me? Okay.
Let me help.
Let us stain them.
Damn it!
Get ready.
Suck a dick.
Lightning, strike!
Oh, I definitely had that. Okay, alright. We got there. First try. By the way. I don't know what you guys were worried about.
We can use that.
Oh shit. Okay. We already have burning shots on. This is giving him speed. Oh, we can swap that out. Where are we on marking shots? Oh, did I just accidentally double record the last 2 minutes? Probably. Sorry, Mark. Who the fuck are you? What in the minefield Tonbury ass shit? I'm gonna take a wild guess here. I'm pretty sure that one I had equipped for 4 battles, though. Fox? Check. Yeah, burning shots is here.
Those mines. Be careful.
No shit. What up, Kroll? Already spent your off-combat healing potion? No. Who uses that? What kind of intelligent person would ever consider?
This will be useful.
Get rid of that. Oh, I did have enough for dad energy. I just need to get rid of Dodger. Shit. honestly... Oh no, that's on the item. Right. The empowering attack, I think I have unlocked. I do. Okay, so I'm gonna take that off of him. Because I want burning shots back. For this combo that we've got going here. SOS shell has been learned. I should probably put this on just to learn it. Yeah. Come on over. I have no health right now, by the way.
Let us stain them.
Doesn't matter. Dome 'em. Oh, should the camera be somewhere else, or is it just hiding something that's kind of inconsequential?
Wow.
Hey, Chris, welcome back. 82. The gifted continuation. Gohan, thank you, sir. Okay. Yeah, yeah, we're blocking something pretty much no matter what. Yeah, more than likely. This is like the Austin Powers dude getting run over by the steamroller. Not very fast. This is Zamboni from Deadpool. Yeah. Oh, hell no! 3? Thank you for your service, gentlemen.
Nice. Over there. A hut.
Slow down. We don't know what's inside yet.
Why? Why? No, we're not going in there yet, because I want to go over here. And rest! And take some of that footage. Do I commit to that level of insanity? I said I wanted 25 or 20% base rate. Yeah. 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 I wanted 20%, but maybe I'll go for 25. 1/4. So, let's see. There was a single target. Single target. Single target. Oh, it's the Earth Rising. Ooh. I'm gonna save for that one. I am. And I'm going to do this, because they're not far away. I will take no damage, and it's a good farm. Oh my god, I'm so happy we got rid of the fucking over-sharpening and all this shit. The game looks so much better now. Okay. Ooh. Alright, we learned another skill. I'm gonna put that back on just for the crit rate for now. I think that means we've learned everything that we've got available to us at the moment. Apply mark directly to the meatloaf. Dude, I haven't had meatloaf in a hot minute. So anyway, we started blasting. 100% what's happening right now. M definitely does not have a great meatloaf recipe. M never had meatloaf in her life until she was here. Now my mom has a phenomenal meatloaf recipe. And one of my favorite meals in the winter is meatloaf, baked potato, but you have to get like a russet so that you can scoop the potato out to make potato skins. Carrots and peas. Well, we aren't going to be learning to parry, but we are going to be able to level up pretty quick here. Who needs to parry if everything's dead? Exactly. Honestly, for me, with meatloaf, now the topping to the meatloaf is different between recipes, right? Some people go sweeter, some people go a little on the hotter side because of the ingredients used. Mom uses the ketchup base. It's simple. It's literally just ketchup, but it's ketchup with dried mustard powder mixed together. So it's a spicy ketchup at that point. And that shit is delicious. Like Frank's Red Hot, I put that shit on everything. You just bake potato, cut that bitch in half, scoop it out, butter, salt, pepper, little bit of sour cream, little bit of the sauce that you would put on top of the meatloaf. Go to heaven. Cheese? No, it's too. We're overdoing it now. If I do cheese in a baked potato skin, it's just sour cream, salt, pepper, cheese. French onion soup mix, ketchup, catsup, an egg and Triscuit dill cracker for texture. Like on top of on what? What are we putting this on top of? I mean, this is an interesting combo already, but like, what are we? What are we blowing our sodium count up for? What are we putting this on? Oh, in the loaf. I'm like 50% of the way with you on that one. I don't know about putting like those crackers are just gonna end up being a bit mushy-ish. Oh my lord, the amount of points we need to hit 25 is disgusting. Oh my god. I don't even think I should go for 25. I should probably go for 20. Because we are at 19. Getting to 25 is that is a commitment. Full luck, you're not doing it right. I did consider doing oh, I didn't rest. A full luck build, but I don't think we'd get very far. Basically, I don't mind putting everything into luck for the speed and the crit up front. With the assumption that once I'm kind of around there and out of these first, like, the zone-ish or whatever, I'll probably have a couple of weapons to choose from that I'm actually going to look into upgrading, and then I can commit more into scaling weapon damage with attributes. No, wait. But does that reset enemies, Fox? No. I haven't even been hit. I'm resetting enemies for the experience. It's not much, but it's honest XP. Shit. It's true. It's easy, it's quick, and it's a guaranteed 20% bonus. Listen, I know nobody noticed it, but, unless it didn't change, and maybe it didn't. Hold on. But the stream title, Wee Wee Haw Haw Haw, Omelette du Gommage, if that isn't the greatest fucking title for this stream, I give up. I accept that I'm not going to get any credit for this genius, okay? But Omelette du Gommage is a phenomenal fucking meme. Yes, unfortunately, I don't get to see any of these emotes in chat either because ground control is worse than my own AI-written chat combiner. I laughed when I saw the alert. Go, okay, thank God. That's one. That's all I needed, Sergeant. Bless you. I affected one person today. I can rest. Nah, I don't even get that, Drucka, unfortunately. Oh, it's taking longer and longer to scale that shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, so 30 luck gets you to 20%. One would assume that it will start to scale slower as time goes on. Keep forgetting to take a look at this again. Alright, we gotta save up. Ooh, medium fire to all. We have more lightning related shit here would be good. Or a rebirth might be worth it. Let's be honest, if one of us dies, we're all dead. Very high single target lightning. Sheesh! 7? Fuck me. Crits. Trigger an additional. Oh, you know we gotta go for that. It's, please, it's when one falls we continue. True. If one dies, that's the antithesis. It's the literal antithesis of the party motto. It's not we continue, it's we all die. That's actually very true. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Part of me does want to go all the way into 25%. Like, some sick part of me kind of wants to. Dewey. Filthy enablers. Fox is right, this battle music is kind of dope. It's not like overpowering either, eh? Well, like, the problem is if I do that, then I need to run multiple things for my notifications and shit. Although I could just remove... Let me see. Like, because the thing is that if I don't use this, then I end up having to run a bunch of, like, Chrome tabs and shit. So it's kind of my... Well, that's what it's on, Mark. It's more. It's not. It's about. That's where you guys are living right now. Like you're on that TV. But ground control shows the activity feed for subs and everything else that come through, donations, whatnot, chat, and whatnot as well. If I might have to run multiple windows here. Hold on. I'll try it and see if it doesn't add to the load on this poor fucking computer. And then just remove that panel. And then we do that. And then we do that. And something like that is probably fine. Not using a mouse unless you want to show people you're a person to fear. Parrying on a mouse is stupidly scary. I thought they did something in the patch. I mean, I'm not using a mouse, but I thought they did something in a patch this morning to address the mouse issues a bit. It might just occasionally look like I'm using a mouse because, like, the mouse will move or something and it will change the inputs on screen, but I'm using a controller. If only the resting point was a bit closer, this would be like a phenomenal farming place. All right, now I can see the Ouija. Yes, the hand banana has returned as well. Why though, Fox? You're on a 5800 X3D. What exactly are you... Like, your only move is dumping everything for a 9800 X3D, and like, I don't even know what games you'd be playing that would benefit from that. It'd be pretty minimal. I just coincidentally, Major hit me up yesterday and I put together a list for him and he's getting a new computer. Mark with the most important reaction GIF on Twitch. I need something exciting since football is done. Lol. Oh no! We fucked it, but am I too fast for them anyway? No, I'm not. Ruined. Going AM5 is inevitable, maybe, but not for a while. Here's the thing. The only real major benefit with AM5, until we get to a point where some games are just absolutely choking at 5800 X3D out, which means you're playing at lower resolutions typically, is for people that have an AM4 board that because I don't think there's any AM4 boards that have PCIe 5. That's it. It's PCIe 5. And PCIe 5 is only needed right now for a 59 or 5090 and higher, whatever fucking gets more powerful than the 5090. And the 5090 is on PCIe 4 is only getting bottlenecked by like 1, 2, 3, maybe 5%. Like, let's say 5%. A 4090 is getting bottlenecked, I think, between 0.2 and 1% on PCIe 4.0. So, like, there's no massive rush. The graphics card market is a fucking unrepentant dumpster fire. Any benchmarks you're still seeing, even for new games where they put something on the AM4, like the 5800X3D up at 1440p, which is where a lot of people are playing now, and especially going higher than that, you know, the performance is fine. It's great. It's not even just fine, it's great. It's if you're trying to get into like 4K, you know, 120 or some shit. Not even. Well, maybe to some degree, like a 4K 120 or like a 1440 360 or a 1080 fucking whatever the fuck stupid frame rate you're trying to get on a handful of titles. But as you can see, most games especially right now, very GPU dependent, yeah? Like in this, I'm running this at the equivalent of 1440p. It's being scaled. I have most shit on high or the highest setting. And my CPU is at 28%. I'm also running Adobe Audition with a whole bunch of shit on it. So, like, the CPU, unless you're really trying to get super high frame rates at certain resolutions, is typically not the major bottleneck. It's the GPU and the dog shit engine that is Unreal Engine 5. So, yeah, like, I wouldn't rush into AM5 per se. I would, you know, AM5 is there for people who aren't already at the highest end of AM4 and building a new system. Pepe the GPU. I see what you did there. Yeah, it's just not, you know, if you were building a brand new top to bottom PC and you had a shitload of money to burn, then I forgot to rest again. I'm old enough to have watched the Looney Tunes, Mark. What up, J. Kim? Feel fresh? I feel better than yesterday, but I'm still kind of haggard. Yesterday was pretty bad. I had just enough energy to get through StarCraft. It wasn't great. I wouldn't say that I had my best performance yesterday in StarCraft casting. The games were also kind of dog shit. But I'm feeling a little bit better today. Hey, what up, Yano? Absolutely, that's what we're here for. Right now, we're on our grind time. Alright, so no damage, we're getting 713 XP, which means we need roughly 10 fights to go up a level. We're getting 3 fights here. Easy. Really, our slowdown is just going back to rest. How many Illumas the characters have now? Yeah, they do go up 1 per level, I think. Typically, and then eventually we'll get to a point in the game where they'll allow me to, add on with the items we have, but we haven't gotten there yet. Okay, hey, we're at 22. Maybe 2 more levels. Will get us to 25. So we could just arbitrarily say we're trying to get luck to 40. Yeah. 30 is right there, though. Mark. Yeah, I'll just say that we're gonna end up aiming roughly for the 40 mark. In terms of the points. 40 is close to 100, so might as well go to 100, yeah. Up some pictos you looted. I've already, let me see here. I don't think I've been introduced to, although it seems obvious in that they have levels attached to them, introduced to leveling these yet. But I've learned all of them. 33 everything! Just get to 33 and then...
Well, that will help.
Going the wrong way here. I'm getting myself all twisted. But yeah, everything is learned at the moment. Yo? The fuck? One sec, guys. Enjoy the music. The cat jam. Alright, so I'm gonna have to head out of here in about 10 minutes. To go sell this headset. And then I'll be back. Get into a battle so I can enjoy the music? Oh, just leave it in battle mode the whole time? Okay, I'll try to remember to do that. Didn't miss much, we're just grinding. At the moment, Dabrid. We're in a really good little farming zone here just to get a couple levels. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Oh! Sorry, Yano. Did you get the, GPU Armade? The process is all set up. I didn't get a chance to ship it out before we left, for the honeymoon, so I just messaged them yesterday, to make sure that it was still okay, to send it with that, you know, current information. And once I get the go-ahead there, I'll ship it out. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to get it out the door before Em and I left. Oh, the frame rate. Oh, she is not friggin' like 2 XP off. Does that bother anyone else in games like this where the teammates can be depressingly close to leveling at the same time? And then sometimes they're just out of like alignment. No, I understand why Gustav has, like a handful more experience. Like, I get it. It's just like a nag that I have in pretty much every JRPG ever. Very few of them avoid that pitfall. At least they allow your guys when they die to still get, experience. So that's massive. Dear God. Mark. The bot comments. The saddest part about those bot comments is that they're there because, for whatever reason, they still manage to fool, like, 11-year-olds. Fuck. Sometimes you have to wait for the animation to finish. Oh, they're salty that they still don't get to go first. I'm too fast now. Spiky fasty. Too fast! Too furious! We're still more or less at 10 fights per level. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so I'm gonna get into a battle here and let you guys listen to battle music. while I go sell this thing. Enjoy.